Galloway's Support Through Sight Loss. Galloway's Get Active presents Wheelton Plantation and the Goit.
Okay, hi everyone, it's James and Jane here from Galloway's. We're at Brinscal today. The weather's better than it has been the last couple of weeks. We're going to go for a walk through Wheelton Plantation and back along the Goit back to the start point at Brinscal. We're going to start at Brinscal swimming baths, and there's a play area here with the big duck pond and lodge behind us. You might be able to hear the geese and some ducks in the background. The walk today is about 2 miles long. I've not done the woodland bit of this before, so it's going to be new for us as well. So come along and we'll see what we can find for you. Come on, let's go.
Brinscal Lodge. Welcome to the Goit footpath. This footpath was opened in 2010 to enable members of our community to enjoy the woodland along the east side of the lodge, following the route of the Goit River culvert. It was built as a result of a partnership between Great and United Utilities. It forms part of the Great initiative to re-establish the Goit River as an attractive rural corridor, involving the removal of the unsightly railings along Railway Road and the eventual opening of the Goit to create an open landscaped feature.
So leaving the park through the main entrance, we turn right and head up a little lane past some terraced cottages with some railings on our right hand side. Follow the lane, which will eventually lead into Wheelton Plantation. If you carried on up the lane, you'd end up on Wheelton Moor. Nice view of a copper coloured tree.
You may be able to hear the sound of magpies.
The magpie. With its noisy, chattering black and white plumage and long tail, there is nothing else quite like the magpie in the UK. When seen close up, its black plumage takes on a colourful hue with a purplish blue iridescent sheen to the wing feathers and a green gloss to the tail. Magpies seem to be jacks of all trades, scavengers, predators and pest destroyers. Non-breeding birds will gather together in flocks. Magpies are a largest bird, measuring around 44 to 46 centimetres.
So we carry on up the lane, and on the right hand side there's a mixture of a hedgerow and a dry stone wall that's covered in moss, and trees behind with all the autumn colours. In the valley below is Brinscal. So we head through the gate on a track that's on our right hand side. You may be able to hear the sound of rushing water. Looking through the trees, there's a glimpse of a waterfall, which is Brook waterfall. In the trees you've got the oranges, coppers, yellows. We now follow the track to the bridge, where there's a curved dry stone wall covered in moss. On the left hand side there's the start of the waterfall. The water flows under the bridge and down the other side, which is Brook waterfall. Again, following the path, leaving the waterfall behind us, we've got a stone wall on our right hand side covered in moss, and bracken on the left hand side, and there's all the autumn colours that you can see: greens, browns, yellows, reds.
Wheelton Plantation is a mixed woodland, once populated with farms and other industries, the ruins and remains of which can be found in the woods today. The Goit flows alongside Wheelton Plantation for the length of the woods and is very scenic, with plenty of wildlife from foxes and deer to dippers and woodpeckers. Wheelton Plantation is also a good place to see bluebells in springtime.
So we've just taken a side detour through the wood just to see if we can get a better view of that waterfall.
Babbling sound of the close-up of the lower part of the waterfalls. Now there's a view showing the full amount of Brook waterfall. This was a side detour to the main path, but I wouldn't recommend it for anyone, as it was really horrible underfoot and quite dangerous in places. So back on the main path, we go through a kissing gate and follow the main track. The sun's coming through from our left.
The woods contain many ruins, mostly farms, but also a large house with cattle byre and the remains of the old garden grotto. A great place to explore, or as part of a longer walk, the Goit flows down to the ever-popular White Coppice.
So you've got the sun streaming in through the trees on our left-hand side. Path goes straight in front. And then you've got the valley covered in trees on the right hand side. Beautiful autumn colours. The path is a nice gravel path. It's quite firm, although it can be slightly muddy in places. Again, the sun is streaming in from the left-hand side. The video shows two people walking to us, which is me and Jane. So we walk past the camera.
Okay, as we've been walking along, we've come to this point, and you might be able to hear a flock of blue tits, great tits, long-tailed tits. Unfortunately, they're high up in the trees. Don't know whether I'll be able to catch them on the camera or not, but just let you have a quick listen to them. And they're all around us in the trees. It's nice just to hear the birds when you're outside walking. So we'll go a bit further down the path and see if we can see or hear anything else.
Video shows a speeded up view through the woodland with all the autumn colours and the trees and the sun shining through the trees. Now this camera is showing a beech tree in its full autumn colours, so it's still got some greens fading through to yellows and then to the orange and the copper brown colours. As we get towards the top of the path, it bends round slightly to the right and gently descends downhill. Again, the path is a nice solid gravel track.
Yeah.
Nice clearing in the woods, full of copper leaves all over the floor, like a nice copper coloured blanket. You can hear this part of the track is a little bit soggy.
Okay guys, we've just stopped here and had a small bite to eat and a drink. I just want to tell you a little bit about the walk. The walk is about 2 miles long. Like we said earlier, it starts at Brinscal swimming baths, goes up a little track, heading uphill towards Wheelton Moor, and then there's a track on your right hand side that cuts through Wheelton Plantation, and we just keep following that nice track all the way around until it joins up to where we are at the moment, where it joins the path at the Goit. One thing with these walks is it's great to get out and about regardless of what the weather is. In the last video you saw it's pretty misty and rainy. Today we've got lovely sunshine. It's great to get outdoors. It's good to get physical activity as well. Also, just being out in nature, it's great for that mental health and your mental well-being as well. It just takes you away from all the stress and the strains of daily life. Gets you away from home, gets you out and about. You've got the fresh air, you've got the sounds, the sights, all the different colours. You've got the sounds of the birds, the sounds of the water from the waterfalls or the streams. You might be able to hear in the distance, or in the background there's another little waterfall on the Goit, which is the watercourse that we're going to follow next. But yeah, it does you good to be out and about. So if you're watching the video and you fancy coming on the walks when lockdown is lifted, come along, enjoy it, get out and about, meet new friends, meet old friends, and just have some fun being outside in nature. So hope you're enjoying these walks anyway. If you've any comments, leave them in the comment section below, and we'll carry on with the walk and show you the next section, which is walking back along the Goit. Come on, let's see what we can find.
Head along the main path, we go over a stile, which then takes us over a stone bridge which leads over the Goit. Blue sky in front and some trees. We take the path that leads to your right, so the Goit is on your right hand side. You may be able to hear the sound of geese as they were flying overhead. Jane's just holding up a big horse chestnut leaf, which is bigger than the palm of your hand, showing all the autumn colours.
The Goit, as we mentioned in the last video, is a canal used for transporting drinking water along the Wheelton chain in Lancashire, England. The section in Brinscal is currently covered and a local campaign is ongoing to attempt to uncover the water. The Goit is now uncovered from Brinscal down to Anglesark, passing through White Coppice. A path follows its course the whole way on either side.
Now showing a silver birch tree, which is easily recognisable because of its silvery white bark. It's sometimes quite a smooth bark on it, which has paper thin bits, which sometimes are easy to get off. I'm just struggling a bit here because my fingers were cold and there weren't any really loose bits of bark. The outer bark just strips off like paper, and it doesn't do the tree any harm. So it's just showing the birch tree with some moss on the trunk as well. easy tree to identify.
Holly. The holly has a simple leaf. The leaf edges have spines, especially on young plants. The leaves are shiny, glossy, and are evergreen. They can be quite stiff with an almost leathery texture. The leaf is dark green on the top, upper surface, paler on the lower surface. Only female holly bushes produce the small, bright red berries.
So again, we're just following the Goit back into Brinscal. We've got long shadows coming from behind us with all the beautiful colours, the golden colours, and the Goit is on our right hand side. As we head into Brinscal, we go through a gate, a stone gateway, which is carved on it. There's like ivy. It looks like there's a flower on there, which might be a bindweed flower, which is like a trumpet shaped flower. It's very tactile.
So that's been a walk from Brinscal through Wheelton Plantations, showing the autumn colours. We've probably picked up some of the sounds of the birds as well. Jane's trying to get in here as well. So yeah, we've had a lovely walk, this time in the beautiful sunshine. So if you fancy coming along on any of these walks, or you want to know more about it, how to get here, just give me a bell, 01772 744 148. I'll gladly tell you how to get here. Again, it's another walk that we will do once the lockdown's lifted and we can bring people out again and we can start using the buses and one thing and another. It's a lovely 2-mile walk. It's on pretty good firm paths, so it doesn't really matter what the weather's doing. Obviously the drier, the brighter, the better, but it's lovely peaceful woodland. Nice paths, not too strenuous on the hills. The hills are pretty gentle.
Oh, there is a bit of an incline at the beginning.
There is an incline at the beginning up the road, but that's on a very quiet tarmac track, yeah. So it is good underfoot.
And it's a bit muddy.
Bit muddy. It's not, yeah, but it's not ankle deep muddy where we've been.
No, it's not ankle deep, but it is muddy and it is wet. Yeah.
So, but we have had a lot of rain, so
yes.
If you want to know more, give us a shout, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Galloway's, support through sight loss.